What's going on YouTube? Soren here. Just gonna bring you guys through a legs workout that I did last week. So if you guys follow me on Facebook, you would know by now that I'm a big fan of Matt Ogus's low body mobility warm-up. So nowadays I do it before every single session, not just before my lower body session, because I really think that it helps get your muscles warmed up and ready. So as you can see, I'm doing a back squat, 5x5 back squat. This is my last set. What I'm trying to focus on is, what I'm focusing on actually, is pushing from the hips back to activate the hamstring, the glutes, and really work the posterior chain. It's a lot harder to get the hammies and glutes, so if you have a good posterior chain, really differentiates you from the rest of the field. Good depth as well is very important. But moving on to the leg press, this exercise I tried to focus more on the quads. You can see my leg positioning is relatively low, which puts more emphasis on the quads, blasting the quads with high volume. So if you were to put your legs higher up, you would recruit more of the posterior chain, as I mentioned earlier, the hamstrings and the glutes. And remember to control each rep of the leg press. Coincidentally, I met a fellow Gymshark enthusiast.
Gymshark as well. Hey, what's happening, bro? What's up, bro? Alright, sponsored. You know chest bar, right? So yeah. So at the Fitness Expo, I just worked with Jeff a bit on the Glute for about 2 days. At the one in Sydney? Yeah. And he just gave me a few Was it last week now? Yeah, last week. Did you still do Gymshark? Just so... No, I didn't. That's so lame, bro. Yeah. That's right. They just gave me all these really discount I've got these on sale. So yeah. Is that the size more? Yeah, size more. I don't know what to do. We'll do it right in there. You come here regularly? Yeah. What's your name?
Moving on to the next exercise, which is the hip abductor machine. This machine works predominantly the glute and hammies. So as you can see, I'm leaning forward, so it recruits the glutes a lot more than if you were to sit back and lean on the chair. This also helps with your squat position on the downward phase, prevents the knees from caving in easily as you're working on that stiff 90-degree angle. Next exercise, the seated leg curl. At my gym we don't have the standing leg curl. I prefer that one, to be honest, but this is also a good isolating exercise for the hamstrings. Really stops any shaking as you're sitting down. You can focus on that contraction really well. Make sure you control the weight as you go down and as you come up to get maximum hypertrophy. By controlling the rep, you can also increase the time under tension, which is very important if you are looking to maximize muscle hypertrophy and development. Moving on to the next exercise, we are doing the glute kickback. This exercise is one of the more difficult posterior chain movements, and it hits the glutes and the hamstrings really well. So what you want to focus on this exercise is squeezing the glute and pushing upwards. So you want to go quite close to the leg extension machine or the leg curl machine, depending on which one you have at your gym, and set it at a relatively low weight and get used to the movement, pushing upwards. If you were to go a bit further from the machine, it would recruit more of the hamstring. If you were to go closer, it would recruit more of the glute. This is friendly for both males and females and is a very good exercise for the development of your gluteus maximus. As you would be doing lower weight on this, feel free to increase the volume to about 15 or 20 reps to really fatigue the glute muscle, which is hard to isolate. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.